Hello and welcome to the RPG episode of Personal Flash Paper, brought to you by Tabletop Game and Hobby and Cardboard Cafe. If you are in the Kansas City area and want to stop by for the best local gaming store extravaganza experience, or some tasty waffles, feel free to stop by Cardboard Cafe or Tabletop Game and Hobby, located in Overland Park, Kansas, United States of America. And now, the latest episode of the RPG.
Previously on Personal Flash Paper. You guys were getting mortared to death, and but you survived it with some quick thinking about the Izzy's bot saved the day. It is now, I don't know, we'll say 5 a.m. The mortars have in fact stopped. They have been silent for about 30 minutes now. What would you boys like to do?
We haven't got any rest yet, have we?
Not really, no.
Yeah. We might want to try and find some place to dig in and recuperate before we assault wherever the heck we're going to go assault.
Weren't we kind of like surrounded?
You weren't really surrounded. There was just flare burst overhead.
Yeah, we kind of assumed that they had surrounded us, but we never actually saw anyone.
I guess were they shooting flares up?
Yes, I thought we were seeing flares from different places around.
They were looking for us.
Yeah, we knew the net was tightening.
Yeah. Do we want to keep trying to progress to where we're going, or we could retreat to one of those towers?
I don't know how defensible those are. They kind of feel like they're just asking for a missile launcher.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're more watchtowers than defensible positions. I don't feel like they offer us much of a tactical advantage. They didn't even have the bush cleared around them.
I believe we're up on the top of a hill. Maybe
We were on the side of one.
Yeah, maybe we should move to the next one so that we've changed location.
Yeah, maybe we should try to this noose and see if we can get outside wherever their search perimeter is.
Okay, Randy, that sounds like a decent plan. If we have a reasonable idea of where the flares were last coming from, the distance out, we'll see if we can get across that line without making contact with anyone by moving.
So you guys are going to move towards the flares?
We're going to have to try and slip past them.
Okay, so there were flares from your northeast, northwest, from your east, southeast, and southwest.
So we still have a location to the north we're heading for, or did we?
That's that's the actual. You're going north was like the other spot on the map that you guys found. Right. That is a larger spot.
So let's keep heading in that direction and trying to avoid the patrols. If there are actual patrols out there, not just weird bots chucking flares into the air.
Okay. So you guys start. So are you guys going to go really slow with this movement then?
We're going to try and be sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely going to try and.
As much as
in your power armor.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Well, if we let the TO guys kind of go a bit ahead of us, that
it's still going to make noise. I mean, it doesn't. TO camo doesn't make you silent.
Well, I guess we're going. That's true. The skills are unnested now.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Sorry, I had this weird. I get these weird disconnects every once in a while for the last 2 weeks. It's been driving me crazy.
No, that's cool.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take our time. The two of us who have TO will scout ahead again, and we will see whether we can slip past the encirclement that is theoretically there, the noose. Slip the noose.
Okay, so you guys start walking up. You guys are going very slow as to not make a lot of noise. You don't really see anything. It seems like you guys are slipping in. You guys have been walking for a couple hours, and you hear to your east A distance away, you can hear what sounds like trucks or like vehicles moving.
In the forest? I got the sense that it was pretty dense out here.
It is dense, but you can hear it off to the distance. It's not
It's
like right
probably-
up on you. It's off
be
the
a
distance to your east.
path or
Remember,
somewhere.
we had come across a path, right? We were just not using the path.
Right.
Yeah, there was it was a path. It was more like a walking path that you guys really saw. It wasn't necessarily something for vehicles, but these are making like a loud
Usually be something
noise.
here that we don't know about.
Yeah, it's a loud noise. It's coming from the east. It sounds a ways off. It kind of sounds like how a very loud, like what a diesel truck would sound like. That's pulling cargo.
I don't think that's going to change the direction we're moving in. We're still going to be trying to head towards another defensible spot while trying
Sure.
to slip that noose.
Okay. So you guys are miles away from the point that you guys are trying to get to. The rate you're moving, it's going to take you at least half a day to get to a point. Are you just looking for a defensible point to hole up in still?
I think so. We're going to have
Yeah,
to
we
rest.
need to rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So you guys, as you're going through, when you go north, as you're kind of going north, you guys are kind of zigging and zagging. You're not going in a straight line. As you're kind of going over, you find like a little creek bed, and on the other side of the creek, there's a hill that kind of goes up with a rock formation, and you notice that some of the rocks kind of make like a natural cover. It looks like a pretty good spot that you could probably slip into without a problem
All right,
to rest.
let's bunker
Sound-
up. They haven't
sounds good.
sent any aircraft after us at all. We haven't seen anything in the skies, right?
There has been no aircraft. All you heard was the sounds of vehicles moving, kind of like it was coming down to your east and away from you.
Okay.
Okay, so how long would you guys like to rest for? It's approximately like, I'd say probably around 1 p.m. right now.
Whoa, we moved a long.
You guys,
like
you
4
guys didn't move a ton. You guys didn't move that far. You guys weren't going in a straight line. So I had you guys taking kind of an evasive maneuver up this way. So it's taking you guys about 6 hours to get a couple of miles through the foliage to not be seen. That's my understanding of what you guys are trying to get.
How many
That's-
hours have we been on the march? Because
About 5 or 6. You
Okay,
guys could have
so-
stopped before. I was just trying to get you guys to where you're not being seen.
I
Yeah.
think it was around 4 a.m. That would put us at around 10 a.m. then.
You guys were almost it was 6 a.m. when you guys started.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like 5:36.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying 6. It could be you guys could have started at 4 if you guys wanted to be 10 a.m. That's fine.
Well, let's just kind of crash out and run alternating shifts.
Yeah, you wanna
Yeah,
wait
let's take
till the
5
dark-
hours here. Yeah, let's take 5 hours here and take an hour each of watch.
That'll bring us into 7 p.m.
Yeah, but I think at this stage, us assaulting during the night is actually worthwhile.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess
we do our rest.
the key question is, do they find us in the 5 hours that we're taking down, Randy?
Be 6 hours.
Yeah, you guys are taking. So you guys are going to take five hours down, and who's going to be who's the unlucky schlep that gets the third watch, the middle one, where you only get 2 hours of rest, and then you're up, and then you get to try to rest again.
Who has
Sure.
the best resistance?
7 for me. Everyone, say your numbers.
12 and 1 focus.
Mine's 9 with nothing in either.
Orion, what do you got, bud?
He's muted.
Yeah, no, I know he is.
14. Focus.
I
one.
have a 12.
Is that Silas or Izzy that had
Yeah,
the 14?
Silas, 14.
Silas. I think you're up, buddy.
So, you guys do your rest. While you're resting, you do hear a aircraft above you. It does some passes by the areas at a pretty good distance. It doesn't look like anything is going to come of it because nothing happens while you're asleep. It happens on the third person's watch. So Silas isn't going to be completely well rested when you guys decide to start moving again.
He's a tough Ariadne guy.
He is a tough. He's not going to complain. I mean, he's not going to complain about it. So it's about anywhere between like 5 and 7 o'clock. If you guys have actual watches on, it's approximately 5:15 when you guys start. Yeah. So you guys are.
Do let Silas know that I have stims if he needs them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, so I'll take a page out of that and just get out my cocaine gum.
My cocaine. Yes. That's funny. All right, you guys are up and at him. It is now dusk here. You guys are going towards the target still. Would you guys like to take a more direct route? You still have about 5 or 6 miles to go.
Yeah, from here, I reckon we just head straight in, guys. Anybody got another suggestion from that? I mean, we're coming in from an angle they shouldn't be expecting.
If we're gonna die, yeah, we should do it on our schedule.
Move in quickly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are moving at a pretty good rate. I mean, it still takes you guys quite a bit of time to cover, a mile here, a mile there in dense foliage. I mean, I probably average about 45 minutes a mile, I would say. So you guys are going to hit that mile. You guys get about 2 miles from the objective, and flares. There is no flares. There is no aircraft in the air. You are a mile out. Still nothing. If anybody's starting to look, you start seeing walls through the trees. You can start making out a pretty good sized structure in front of you.
Let's do quick stock. Who? I know there's at least one other person that can climb.
I've got climbing plus.
So do I.
I
Yeah.
I have 2 camo on top of that, so I won't show up.
Okay, well, scaling walls won't be a problem. Good. Okay.
Okay, so you climb up. You do see a kind of almost like a smaller version of the base that you guys initially left.
Yeah, so I'm going to dose Silas with stims because that'll make him good for the next 8 hours.
Okay. So
You won't need to make checks for sleep deprivation or anything.
Perfect.
I accept.
Is it only one person up there?
Oh yeah, so I assume whoever's TO1 can climb.
Actually, Randy, prior to us climbing the wall, I think you probably want to pause maybe 100 yards out and
I thought you guys were climbing a tree to look. That's what I was having you guys climb up like back and looking off of on like a tree.
Oh, okay, sweet as. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you jumped climbing the
No,
wall.
no.
Yeah, I was concerned about that too. I was just taking stock of who can climb.
No, I thought somebody had said that they had. I thought Yabir had said he had climbing plus he would climb the tree and kind of look out. I was just saying what he could see.
Oh.
I was just saying I have it.
Oh, sorry, my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I jumped the gun then.
Who had two?
So,
Yeah, we were just doing an equipment check.
Well, a few of us probably can climb trees if that gives us a good angle to observe the base, Randy. That does actually sound like a good idea. So, yeah, those of us with climbing plus will climb up to get a better angle and we'll try and examine the site in a bit more detail.
Maybe those with TO camo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a terrible plan. I'm pretty good at observation with the help of my geist.
Who's good with stealth?
Orion.
I'm
What's
guessing
that?
Ryan's our go-to guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever decides to climb up, you climb up. You do see a smaller base. There is walls. There's outposts every on this structure on this base. It's much smaller than what you were in initially, but from your vantage point on the tree, you can definitely see a couple buildings inside of there. One larger building and then some smaller, like 2 smaller buildings.
Any watchtowers or
There
guard
are.
posts along the walls?
There's six watchtowers, because it's basically a rectangle. So there is where you guys are at on the southwest corner. Directly in front of you is a watchtower. Then there is another watchtower in the middle of the wall. The rectangle actually is lengthwise to what you're seeing. From where you're at, you can see a gate and a road that leads out to the east of this base.
Are there
What do
any
they use?
like remote turrets on the walls?
There are no turrets. It's just watchtowers itself. If you have some sort of MSV to look
Everybody
at,
does.
right. So if you have that, you can see there's nobody in any of the watchtowers currently.
And there's no lights or anything.
There's
Spotlight
nothing.
or
There's nothing
sensors
on.
or anything.
Yep. There's nothing on at all. No sensors. No nothing.
Randy, I'd like to make an observation test here, assisted with my Geist,
Sure.
and using my MSV3 to try and basically scan the entire
Mhm.
place in as much detail as I can. To the extent that I can see signatures through the walls with the MSV, I'll do that. To the extent with which my Geist can pick up on anything else with its sensor suite, I'll do that. Basically, I'd like to get a really, as much detail as I can.
Yep.
from
Sure.
the position that
So
we've
you
got
take
here,
your
if that's
time.
okay.
Go ahead and roll it. Yep.
Yeah, I'll roll it up and see what I can pull off here.
Izzy, do you want to do some spoofing as well, electronically?
Okay, so my Geist nails 3 successes. I with the MSV and its talent, that nets me 9 successes.
Okay. So yeah. So you're going to
I
get.
expected this.
You're going to be getting a lot of momentum. You'll get a momentum of, because I'm going to say that you took as much time as you needed. You'll get 4 momentum. This was an easy difficulty 1 type check for you with that MSV. There is no heat signatures in the base at all. Go ahead, Orion. What's that?
Should I add an assist since I was already observing? So
No, I mean he has this thing nailed. There is no heat signatures at all for you to see right now. There's nothing there.
I expect there's
they
no.
abandoned this base during the day when we heard those trucks.
I expect there's no like digital systems that I'm picking up.
You're not picking up any digital systems on currently, no.
Or open access points.
Yeah.
Nothing is open or on currently within a range that you can read.
That's true. You're limited to short range without a
Yeah.
repeater.
Do we want to?
That doesn't mean that there's nothing there for you to get
Yeah.
into. You just don't
It's
pick
just
up
we're out
anything.
of range.
Yeah, we can also. Yeah, we could send one of the. Do any of the remotes have TO? Can't remember.
Not mine.
they.
Okay. Well, we can go. Do we want to go move in and try and check out the base and see if there's any information we can pick up?
We probably should check at least if the road has a fresh track leading off the base, because that might tell us what's going on. 'Cause they probably move.
Ryan, why don't
Using
you
the-
go take that closest guard post? There's nobody in there. That will give you a view of what's going on inside the compound.
Okay.
And the rest of
I'll
us
do
can
that.
come up behind if it's secure.
Yeah, I'll move with them, and then I can deploy a repeater to give it's Silas who wants
No,
hacking
Izzy.
access,
Izzy.
right? Oh, sorry, Izzy. I can deploy a repeater up in the guard posts, and you can use that.
Yeah.
Okay. There is nothing on when you deploy there's nothing on in the base. If Orion takes the first one, there's nobody in any of the watchtowers. If you look down, there is a large structure kind of in the center of it. And there are 2 smaller, probably like 5x5 structures on the north end of the base. And in the center of it, this structure is probably around 30 feet by 30 feet.
Are there any
Okay, so
signs of trucks
don't
leaving
know.
type of thing? Tire tracks
the
and
map
stuff?
There is,
we
there
have.
is, yeah. The main structure, Orion can't see what like from where he's standing, but you can definitely tell that there is a gate that is still open. It hasn't been shut.
Let's go up over the walls and investigate this place, but I think there's nobody home.
Yeah, we might as well see if there's any systems they didn't fully scrap. I expect they cleaned pretty quickly, but well.
On the plus side, it is fortified, so if we choose to make a stand.
Yeah, this is the best position we've had so far.
I'm going to check the road to see if there's evidence of vehicles and how many vehicles left and which way they went.
So the tire tracks, if you're checking just tire tracks, you will see that it came out of like a garage type of setting. Are you guys just sitting in the watchtowers, or are you guys actually
No,
actively
we're-
investigating?
No, I
we're
think we're
moving
moving. Yeah, I
into
think
the
we're
base
moving
now.
in now.
Okay, so you guys get up and over the walls. It does look pretty deserted. There is tire tracks. Several heavy weighted vehicles have definitely left. You can't tell how many, Orion. You just know that there are different tire tracks that seem fresh to you.
It's the recent.
Recent, yeah, right.
What's the minimum that so I see different tire tracks, so I can probably go, well, there's at least this many vehicles to there.
There's at least 4.
Okay.
That have left this. And the reason you know there's at least 4 is one vehicle for sure came out of this garage type structure,
Like one?
but there's enough, right? It could come out of that. One could fit in there. It looks like they had at least a vehicle in there, but there is definitely tire tracks in the dirt, like that are heavy. There's several of them that were inside the base
This
itself.
30-foot structure?
Yeah.
All right. Because there's nothing coming out of the little 5-foot by 5-foot guys.
No, nothing coming out of that. Obviously, no. Those look
Checking
like
on those.
when you check those 5-foot by 5-foot type of things, it literally has a cot in it, and it has like a little table. It looks like a hasty built things. When you guys do get inside of the garage, that 30-foot by 30-foot, you do see 2 operating room type of tables set up. You see some equipment, electronic communication equipment that has been mostly destroyed, hastily destroyed. And most of the supplies you see, like there's some like a little bit of rations left behind, but not much. That's all that's there.
Izzy, you want to take a look at the electronics and anything we can salvage? They've probably smashed drives and
Yeah,
stuff. But
I'll see what I can do. I'll make a tech test.
Okay.
There, my dice. Tech test. I don't think we care enough to really use momentum on this. And I get. Do I have? So I do. Perfect. Okay, so I get 4 successes.
Okay. So you're not going to get any momentum for this. It looks like you may actually be able to fix this if you had enough time to fix this comm station.
What's enough? Do you have an idea how much time that would be?
You definitely do remember that there are parts back at the other base that you could fix it. It would probably take you a couple of days to get this up and running.
And by like this, is this like on planet comms? Or are we talking like
This is
contact outside?
This is contact. You might be able to catch something passing by type of comms. Yes,
Okay,
you could definitely get off world.
I explained this to the others. It'll take me quite a bit of time to fix, but we could use this to
let's do it.
communicate off planet.
That feels like a not right now, but good to know.
Yeah,
Do we have anywhere else to be?
Well,
I
we
think
have-
I think I need some parts from back on
Or we'd have to go
actual
get
base.
parts.
We'd have to get all the way
That's-
back.
Pain.
The parts I have on me in my repair kit apparently aren't good enough.
I feel like we need to be following those vehicles and or searching for others. I have a sneaking suspicion there might be another underground facility under this.
It is possible.
Yeah,
You can start snooping around.
Okay, go ahead and start rolling. I'm gonna let you guys take. How much time do you guys want to take doing this? Because it's now night, so you guys are doing this at night.
Yeah, we're all using MSV, so we
Yep.
should
I'm
make it-
just letting you know that it's at night.
And Greg, I assume you're gonna investigate some of the medical equipment. I assume.
Yeah, I'll go check out and see if I can. I'm pretty sure I know what they were doing here, but we'll confirm it. They're doing more of their brain hacking, brain jacking.
Yeah, it also looks like they were doing some sort of enhancements and implants.
So it's a cybernetic suite.
Yep.
Interesting.
They're making some sort of soldier that would work in winter.
With one arm, a right arm. This will be a left arm guy. Okay, so how did you guys
Okay,
do?
Randy, I missed, but my Geist got 1 success. So I'll have 7 successes in terms of searching. I'm just searching for an underground tunnel, not worrying about anything
Okay.
else in more detail.
So when you guys are walking around, that'll be enough. If everybody else succeeded, did anybody else get at least 5 successes?
I'm not even looking for stuff. I was looking at the.
then I get some for my MSC, but
Okay. So you guys do find a little kind of a trap door type of thing. It's not in any of the buildings. It's actually just kind of off. It was covered and kind of camouflaged. James successfully finds it. You can choose to do whatever you. It's still closed. If you'd like to open it, it literally just slides off if you do anything.
Do we want to be going down the hole at this time, or do we feel like we need to rest again before?
Well, I think we shouldn't leave
Right,
uninvestigated.
what sort of time have we gotten to?
You guys have gone through quite a bit of time because I wasn't having you guys run through like the dense foliage. I was having you guys kind of walk, being careful so that your power armor wasn't going to arouse any suspicion.
Yeah, no,
Just remember, Silas can't rest for 8 hours after I dosed him. Like,
Yeah.
he literally cannot.
well, then we should probably just press on then.
Yeah.
He's probably got. So once you guys got there, you guys dosed him on the tree. Probably took you guys like an hour, for Donald or for Orion to get into the watchtower, sneakily, just to make sure he wasn't being watched. You guys have been probably looking around for another 2 or 3 hours. So 4 hours have gone by when you guys find the door.
Well, I guess we have 4 hours to go down the hole.
Let's
go.
do that.
Okay, who's going first? It literally fits
Okay.
one person. Like one person can kind of climb down the little ladder that they have, and it's a makeshift ladder. This is not something that it's literally like a hole in the ground.
Ryan, you want to take it, or do you want me to?
Sorry, a lot of us are climbing plus.
And I think Orion is our dedicated first man.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
He's got the best skills for it.
I'll go
Alright.
down second.
Okay. So Orion climbs the ladder down. It's about an 8-foot ladder. You get to the bottom, and it is a makeshift room, and there are more. It's another cybernetic suite.
Why would they have 2?
This one looks a little bit more
Right.
torture-y.
Okay.
There's like more
Anything-
chains. It almost looks like a little mini prison too down here, where they have. It almost looks like a medieval type dungeon setup.
Is this more where they were doing their experimentation as opposed to the final delivery upstairs?
In one of the shackles that you see when you guys get into the room, there's still an arm in one of the shackles.
Well, that's just disgusting.
I'm photographing all this stuff as we find it. It's important for the court case.
Yeah, I have a running sense recording. Just, literally everything I see is being backed up.
Sure. So you guys, there's nothing, nobody here. There's really, it is what it is. There's not a lot here. They've done a good job of wiping and cleaning out things before they did in fact leave.
They just forgot that one.
They didn't forget to wipe it. It's just you think you can fix it.
All the evidence is gone.
You think we?
Yeah.
You said like you think
Some
that
pieces behind.
I think
the arm.
Oh, I'm sorry, the arm. No, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the comm stuff. I'm sorry. My bad.
I was like, we can fix the arm.
You can fix it. You can make it stronger. You just
We
don't
have
have
the
You-
technology.
You have the technology. You just don't want to spend that kind of money.
You joke, but we could literally grow a new person from that. Just saying.
Lizard man, and this is how we get lizard man. See, this is how this happens.
Not on this planet. We can't. We
Okay.
don't have the gear to
So
do it.
what's the plan? Do we want
What's
to?
That is true.
Like, this is underground, and we've had a lot of places that had hallways leading in this direction.
Did anybody
one of
stay
those-
up on? Did anybody stay up top of this thing, or are you all underneath?
I don't think we'd all go down in a small room.
Yeah, I think right now it was just Orion when we heard that it was just a tiny little room.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gone down to record stuff, but I wouldn't.
So is anybody going to stay up and maybe put themselves in a watchtower or something to check for anything coming in?
Silas,
Yeah, I'll pop up.
I'm probably going to want to take a look at that arm and see if I can figure out who it belongs to.
It looks humanoid. It's definitely humanoid.
Humanoid?
Doesn't look. It's a human. It's a human.
That is worryingly vague.
That's all
Like
right.
it's-
Yeah, it's human. It's human. I won't be super vague. It's a human. You're a doctor. I forgot you're a doctor. You know these things. It's a human. It's a human arm.
And is
No,
any chance we
well-
have like gene records for everyone? I can't remember if that's part of the information.
So you do, but this person, whoever this is not on your record list.
Okay. Somebody else was here. But we know they've been pulling people in for a while because this whole place is a honey trap.
Well, at least now if we get through this, we can compare it and at least notify of kin type thing.
There's no data equipment down here as part of this lab. Nothing with
There is
storage.
there is again a record storage, but it's all of that has been pulled. Like the drives have been actually been pulled. They haven't been wiped. They've been taken.
Well, that's what I figured, but I just want to make sure.
Is
Alright,
it
I don't think we're going to learn
anything-
much here. Guess we're following the trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys go up. Silas will have to rest. We'll be able to rest in a couple of hours. If you'd like to continue on, that's up to you.
There's nothing here we can use for transport, so we're on foot. So we'll try and make as much.
Well, so we'll probably need to rest in a few hours. Essentially, once Silas.
Well,
Right.
Silas has to rest, and he's going to be
So-
crashed for a while.
So do we maybe want to, if we think this place is decently fortified, we could rest here. The rest of us could, start resting. Silas has to stay up for a few hours, and then he can crash for a while after he's come
Just-
down.
Yeah,
That sounds like a very good plan. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to try and hold this position for this rest period before we advance.
All right. But realize the sun's going to be up when we're ready to move out again. So we probably want to
Do we
rest
want-
inside the building, outside of view.
That's fine. I mean,
And FYI, once those 8 hours are up, Silas is going to be asleep for 12 hours. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh,
The question is,
Gonna
do we
be
want to
totally
crash
out
in a location that they could check for 8 hours?
yeah, that's not a bad call. I mean, if we're stuck here for 12 hours anyway,
Unless somebody wants to carry Silas.
I'm just saying that we might want to, walk those 2 hours to a camp spot that's not in a location that our enemy is aware of and could come back and check if we're there.
yeah, but isn't this position sufficiently good in
Yeah,
terms of the
we've got-
advantages that it offers that the fact that the enemy might guess that we're here, they could find us just about anywhere.
This is really defensible, and they have no reason to be here.
Well,
It's
they seem to have
possible.
air, so I don't know.
That's why I'm saying we need to stay inside so that we're not.
do we have
Sure.
anything that things makes it seem they have aircraft? We haven't seen any.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we have.
Oh, we
Silas
did.
saw one go overhead while he was on
yeah,
watch.
they were so fun.
Oh, I missed that.
But as long as we stay in, as long as we actually hide in this facility, we're going to be just as well hidden as we would be if we were in the
Out in the
bush.
jungle,
And then if they attack us, we've got a defensible position.
walls and high sniper positions.
Yeah. And also this allows us what we can do in the time we can set up a bit of a repeater net, putting repeaters in places so if they start approaching.
Careful about that. If they've got AWACS or something up on that plane, they'll be looking for electronic signals, so we probably don't want to be putting out too much.
Repeaters are still fairly short, right?
Yeah, but a big sensor could probably pick up the EM coming off them.
Yeah, because
Just
the reality
maybe
of
they can, maybe they can't. I'm just thinking extra cautious.
Like we have stealth repeaters. They're specifically designed
That's
to
true.
prevent.
30 minutes have gone by.
Yeah, I do have
he's
stealth
getting ready to
repeaters that we
crash.
can use that should serve
Okay.
that purpose.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll set up the defense. Silas can be on watch until it's time for him to crash, and then
We'll put him down on one of the cybernetics beds. And I'll ask him if he needs any upgrades while he's out.
There's an extra arm there.
That third arm would always be
To have
helpful.
an extra arm.
that
Put it
way
on
he can hold his knife while he shoots his bow.
Yeah,
You can
there
mount
you
it
go.
straight to your spine so you can scratch your own ass.
That's what I was going to actually say that so he could wipe his own ass, but whatever. I mean, hold a knife, wipe your ass. I think wiping your ass is more important.
I think James and I can set up using our stealth repeaters to set up a bit of a net, so if anyone starts, and we will know about it, but they won't be able to detect the repeaters.
Okay, so when it gets to be dusk and it gets to be dark again, we eventually hit the point where Silas crashes. Throughout the night, you guys are staying hidden. Is anybody going to keep themselves in the watchtowers themselves?
The only people I would put up there is either James or Orion, because they have the camo.
Yeah, Orion and I will take opposing shifts so that one of us can be in the tower while the other one rests. And the rest of the team, like Silas is down regardless. If Yabir joins me and Izzy joins Orion, and we basically split the night between us, we'll all get enough rest.
And my guys can be checking the repeaters.
Silas is going down for 12 hours.
When I'm down
ages
anyway.
for our rest of us to rest. Yeah, exactly.
And we can have the two spot bots in the other towers.
They're noticeable though, right? They don't have TO.
They have ODD and are small. They are actually pretty good at being stealthy.
Okay.
That's probably safe because they can always zip up underneath. There is cover on the guard towers, right? There's like a roof on them. Right?
Yeah, there's definitely a roof on top of them.
So they can just sit underneath there. I'm mostly concerned about that plane going over and spotting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a decent plan.
Okay. Silas does in fact crash. Time kind of ticks. You guys will basically be done around. It'll be 8 a.m. when he is fully functional again.
Mhm.
Throughout the night, you do hear planes going back and forth around the area.
Planes plural?
Yeah, you hear at least 3.
Peachy.
And these are like prop planes.
Yeah. They're little. They're almost like unmanned. They're unmanned planes. It's almost like a drone.
Drones.
Mm.
You can, if you ever take watch at all and you're looking up at the sky, you can make an observation roll to get a better detail. I'm sure one of you might be able to see a couple of these.
James?
Yeah, I'll make a test.
What do your elf eyes see?
Okay, so
I spy with my 2 eyes.
I don't see anything. And Randy, do you want an extra heat?
Sounds perfect. I will take it. I will take the extra heat. I'm going to need it.
Can you re-roll it?
Yeah. Okay. I get nothing. Oh, actually, hold on, my guys. Yeah, hold on, my guys can re-roll. Okay, so I still fail. And Randy, would you like another heat?
The difficulty is going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty high.
Okay,
You can give it a shot if you'd like, Orion.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you were. It was
No,
possible for James to
no,
fail
I-
observation test.
Apparently, he just did.
Apparently.
He pooped. Here's the crazy thing. I was just about to give the information because I assumed he was going to pass it. So I mean, I was like, all right, well, here we go. The difficulty is going to be a 5.
Apparently,
It's-
James' vision is 20/20 tonight.
Yeah, right. His MSV stopped working. Literally, the MSV stopped working right as the plane went by. Like, what's going
Oh
on?
no, the planes have
Oh, am I
white
supposed to
noise
have my
field.
MSV on?
Right. Is
Is
this
that-
supposed to be on? What's going on?
Panotech kicking in.
Yeah, right. Would you like to give it a shot, Orion?
So it's a difficulty 5 with the MSD 2.
Difficulty 5. Jeez,
Yeah.
it wept. This thing's fucking.
Well, there's no way I can get enough because I don't have enough dice.
Do you have focus at all?
Hang on, mate.
We have momentum
Focus.
still.
You could also use an
You get one
infinity
automatic success from your spot bot, and you get 2 automatic successes. You get 2 successes from MSV2, so you only actually need to succeed with your 2 dice
Is it
before you'll
successes
get
or
5 successes.
momentum? Remember,
Those are
that's
functions.
different.
Those are except well, yeah.
You
I
need
mean,
they're not-
successes.
they're not really.
They're not. If he doesn't get the 5, he doesn't generate momentum, which means extra momentum he get doesn't count.
Right.
Right? It's
Yeah.
extra
Yeah,
momentum,
okay,
not extra
yeah,
successes.
no, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, I mean, you can. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to try it, but do your thing.
There are 4 momentum in the pool to be spent.
Yeah.
Oh, then I will spend a couple momentum. I'm going to spend 2 momentum.
Okay, you guys are down to 2. Roll it up, brother.
You also have your infinity dice as well, which we've never. But
Yeah.
those ones you can
Oh,
just.
you
set
got 3
to all
successes, so you are good. You make it. The reason everybody's having such difficulty seeing these things is because they are stealthed. But when you do catch a good glimpse of it in the sky, you see it kind of shimmer. It's almost a TO'd, camoed drone. You see it has like basically a gigantic lens on the bottom of it, and it's just looks like it's taking pictures of the area, or at least looking. It doesn't look like it has a weapon system on it.
So it's basically got ODD.
They seem
it's
to
got
really
TO.
want
Mhm.
us.
It's a TO.
Well, yeah, we're the first crew that they haven't managed to just tag and lobotomize, so they're kind of a little worried that we're out here actively moving around. I'd be kind of looking for us too.
Can I tell what kind of a search pattern they're using that might give us a bonus for sneaking up to them?
Do you want to rest, or do you want to try to figure out their search patterns?
I still have more stems.
No.
We need to be careful using those. The last thing we need is our sniper to be sleeping for 12 hours. When we...
If
Well, I
you
was
follow,
expecting a gunfight, which is why I dosed him. But it has yet to
I
materialize.
am kind of surprised that we got through 8 hours without having to shoot anything myself.
this is the fun part about being a GM, where I've taken consideration into you guys this time. There is if you do stay up, you can watch it. It flies to the west, kind of does like a little turnaround, and then it starts going back east. And they're almost going in like a straight line pattern, and it looks to be like it's kind of like a fan where it goes out to a certain point, kind of turns back around, and then just disappears off to the east. You can't follow it all the way east when it goes out.
I marked the location of the point of the fan because that might be where our target is.
Sure. You note the direction in which the drone disappears.
Okay. And then it goes to
Okay, Randy, I feel like this might be and then came dawn's kind of moment. Unless something else is happening before dawn, I don't think we're doing anything else at this
And then
stage.
came dawn.
How'd
I
she
don't
get
want
here?
to-
How'd she
Werewolf.
get here?
Wait,
What's that? What's
we
that?
transported planets?
Right. What's that, Orion? What'd you say, bud?
I don't want to be on dawn. They're werewolves.
Yeah, this is true. You guys are not on dawn. That was just a bad dream. You guys can wake up now. Everybody's waking up. Silas, you are up and at 'em, bud.
You had a very good sleep.
Are you guys gonna do your usual routine? Kind of get some rations.
Yeah, and then we need to get on the road, I think.
Okay.
It's dark again now, right?
That's light again. You guys are up at light.
I'm confused. It was
'Cause
8
you guys
hours
went to-
and 12. It's 20 hours.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
It
yeah.
should be
It's
getting
about dark. It's about dark again. Yeah. You're right. Sorry. It's getting to be about dusk again.
So we've got an idea of when the drones are around.
And we'll head in the direction that was indicated by the search pattern from that drone, I guess.
The drones each time.
Or should we follow the
Each-
truck?
I think we're trying to follow the trucks.
Yeah, each time you guys have seen the drones, it's been at night, never at day.
Yeah. That's odd. Why would they not be out looking during the day?
Because
Hold on a second. Who's our military person? Silas?
I'm military.
Okay, so the military people would have an understanding that the reason the drones are out at night is they're assuming that you guys are going to do most of your movement at night and sleep during the day.
It's not wrong.
So they're assuming that you're doing a standard thing. As a matter of fact, Silas, as a hard case, would understand some tactics that might be deployed by. So would you then, that they would use more like a scout team during the day and use unconventional at night, where humans might have a difficulty seeing at distance.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't want to travel during the day. I don't know how many of their patrols are out there, or what their makeup is, or what their sophistication level is.
And so
If there were any
these
drones-
drones seem to be fairly high tech, though. If they have ODD stuff, they might be able to pick us
Yeah,
up.
I'm wondering if you could hack them, though.
They're
Probably
probably
some
too
distance.
far.
Yeah, that's the trick. I'm just wondering if there's.
Yeah, if we
Well,
could
if we
somehow
move
get a
forward,
repeater into range of them, then yes.
Orion, didn't somebody have a repeater rounds on some?
I do.
Yeah,
I can reach medium range with the, what do you call it? Deployable repeaters.
well, a deployable repeater's not going to work because it's going to go up into the air, and then
Come back down.
I thought somebody had a grenade launcher that there was,
Yeah.
or was it just for marking rounds?
That's what I have. I have Pollock grenades, which will mark and are also a repeater, and I also have basically it's a pitcher grenade, which fires a repeater.
Yeah, that's
Shooting a grenade up into the air, target and activate as a repeater.
Yes.
That might be a bit difficult on a fast-moving
I
drone.
forgot it's a grenade that chucks marking rounds all over things. It's
You
little.
can get repeater bullets, but
Yeah, none of us have them.
It's too bad. That would have been handy.
That's what I was thinking. We had.
Next time, next mission, guys. We'll get
Next
repeater
mission,
rounds.
next edition, we're gonna load up. We're gonna load up on the rounds.
We aren't well
Things
enough
don't
equipped
exist in
this
the
time.
game, because that'd be brutal.
I do have Vel rounds, which are repeaters and marking.
Oh, so you do have repeater rounds.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
Vel
they're
rounds.
marking. They're grenades.
That's
right?
the one. No. Vel rounds are the ones you just fire out of a gun. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was talking about.
And
So,
Orion has them.
Yes.
So you
we-
could sniper one of these remotes, and then Izzy could hack
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah.
might be worth trying.
Now, if do these rounds still do damage? I'm just be worried about him damaging it.
No, they
They're
do not
non-lethal.
damage.
They're
They're
not.
Okay.
lethal.
Yeah,
Well,
so they just
In that
splat.
case, do we want him to snipe one of the planes at night, and then I can fully hack through it, back
think
to
it's
wherever
worth
it
trying.
goes back to a base?
I mean, if
And
you guys,
The other
I
thing
will
is
say
you can just suborn it, and we can use it to keep away from them. That'll piss them off.
that might piss them off. It might piss them off. It might also, you might be seen the second you shoot that weapon.
I don't know. He's pretty stealthy.
He is pretty
And a
stealthy.
single sniper shot.
Yep.
Just shoot it as it
If there are any of us who can do it, it's him.
Yeah,
shoot it
yeah,
as
no,
it's,
for sure.
moving away from you, so it would need to.
Well, the thing is a big lens that points down, so it's going to be tricky.
Hmm.
That's why we want that TO in his stealth roll and take the
Okay.
shot.
Well, I think
Plus
we're
side, if you
agreed
do
that
really
it's a
well on
good
that stealth
idea.
roll,
We
you
should
can
try.
use the momentum
And-
for the shot.
And at the very least, the worst thing is it gives away our position, and at least we can die soon.
we get somebody to shoot at.
You might get somebody. You might get somebody to shoot at. That is very true.
We won't be just keep on moving into going to different bases that are empty and like empty base.
This
Okay.
is actually, you guys have seen. You've seen little like watchtowers that have had dead people in them. This is your first emptied out base.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to take off at night.
Yeah, we'll move out and then we'll be ready to try and get Orion to snipe out one of those drones.
That's true. So that way, we don't want to snipe it and stay in the same place.
Okay, so are you guys going to leave, and are you going to take the road, or are you going to take the wood line?
I think we're going to take the road, but staying off the road.
Yeah, like off on the woods, but using the road as like a landmark guide.
Yeah, because we want to go to where the cars are.
And we've got our eyes in the sky looking for these things.
Okay.
So that if they do come up, we can sort of take cover and stop moving.
Yeah, and get your snipe. Get that tagging round.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking. It's pitch black. You've been walking for about an hour and a half following the road, 2 hours. And you start to hear the sounds of the aircraft.
Okay. Okay, get ready. I'm getting ready to hack the aircraft the second that the repeater hits it.
We get up under the foliage
If it's a drone.
Stick ourselves in bushes and shrubs.
Yeah,
So
we'll try and hide as well as we can, and Orion take a slightly further up position so that he's not right.
Sure. So you're going to have to do two things in order to make this work. You're going to have to see it, then you're going to have to hit it.
Okay.
So
can you guys link your can you guys like link your visuals so you can help him observe it?
We could sort of assist with all of our stuff.
We can try and support him in spotting it.
Just remember, we only get to roll one die for that when we're supporting.
I think James gets some sort of thing where he can help assist better.
Oh, that's
Or
my
your spot.
guy. Yeah, my Geist has a thing not for this though. Sorry, it's not an observation test.
I do use my spot bot to help.
No love from me.
I can probably use James's spot bot as well to help.
Yeah.
How much do you guys have any momentum left?
2.
Yeah.
I think.
We should. Two.
Okay. So you guys have 2 momentum. I'm just making sure you guys have 2 left. That's fine. Okay.
Oh yeah, no one updated it.
That's cool.
Should I use one?
There. Momentum 2. There. Okay. I don't know. Do you think you need it more for this or the shot? I expect the shot to also be very tough.
The shot I have is 16 and a 2 focus, so that's probably actually easier.
My remote actually gives you 2. Does it 2 or 1? 1. I think it just gave you 1, but I rolled a 1. So let me check that.
Okay. So how many successes do you guys totally have?
I assisted and got a success, so I give you 1 as well.
Orly gave him 2 because I rolled a 1, and he's got +1 and 1 on senses.
Yep, I'm adding 2 successes.
Got 3.
So that's 5 so far.
And if we succeed, obviously a whole crap load of momentum is going to appear. By a crap load, I mean 6.
So you guys have 6. You have 11 successes.
No, we have 5 successes so far, not including whatever Donald.
When they start adding, providing it's successful, a bunch of momentum will get added, I think.
Yeah.
With my,
So the difficulty of this. Okay, 3 successes.
Yep, and then I get for bonus was MSB2 is 2 expertise, so that's 2 more momentum.
So it's 3 successes plus 5, so 8 successes total, and then we'll add the momentum after.
Okay. So the difficulty was 5.
Okay, so 3
momentum.
We get 3 momentum plus whatever Donald and James's bonus momentum. How much should we add in total, guys?
Well, we'll cap at 6 momentum in the pool.
Oh yeah.
Just
okay, so you guys are back to 6. You guys should have 6 total because I believe 2 was used doing this.
Yep, I used 1. So
I used 1. Okay, so
either way, we're back.
So you're back to 6. Okay,
we more than cap.
Perfect.
Okay, Donald, time for the shot.
Shoot that bugger. Use as much momentum as you want. Well, at least 3 dice.
You should use a couple of No, actually, don't use momentum on the shot. You don't use
Yeah,
for a
use-
burst.
Don't use.
just
Okay, so combat is starting right now. Who's going first?
Donald.
Orion.
Okay.
He needs to tag it. And then I'll go second to hack it if we succeed.
What's
Before
my
I-
difficulty to hit it?
What'd you get?
No, my question is, what is my difficulty?
He's not telling you. the
I'm not
roll.
telling you your difficulty.
Okay.
Make
Use
sure
Just-
3 dice of momentum and max out your pool at 5 dice.
use an infinity point.
Or that too.
Use 2 momentum and an infinity point for an automatic
Okay.
success.
Automatic 2 success.
Yeah, if he's got focus and shooting, which I assume he does.
True,
I
true.
do.
Yeah, so use an infinity point. It'll give you 2 successes right off the bat.
Oh,
I 5
But remember that
successes.
counts as one of your dice, though. So you can only roll 4.
yeah, I think that's why there's a yellow one. Do you have any? Can you re-roll the dice from shooting?
You should
I
have
cannot
any of
reroll hit, but I can reroll
Just damage
damage.
die. Yeah, marksman.
Yeah.
Okay. That's still 5
I have-
successes.
Yeah, there's no re-roll for the D.
You know the
Ballistic
crazy
suits.
thing is I have this thing that I get to use too. I don't know if you guys know about it.
I
Called
have
heat.
extra
Called
on
heat.
my smart first, so it's
If your
6.
heat can't take it above 5 successes.
I know.
So he did nail it.
He did nail
Okay.
Did he get any momentum on the roll?
it. No.
I
Did
would.
you cranked it to 5.
Okay.
It was always 5. This was going to be a
He's shooting he's sniping a plane, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so now that we hacked it, so now that we have
It's-
a repeater on it,
Okay.
you said it was a drone, so
It is a
if I-
drone.
so I'm going to try and take control of it.
Okay, so
I
you realize
played
this is a
one-
high speed. This is a high speed drone. You guys are you have successfully spotted it. Orion has hit it as it's moving. It's still moving. So
Doesn't matter.
I
He's
don't know.
got
I
a-
don't know.
matter.
I'm just saying
The
it.
repeater.
No, it's fine. I'm just letting you know why it's so difficult. This wasn't going to ever be an easy thing that you guys. were
Oh,
going to
yeah, no, I didn't expect it to be easy. Okay.
It's a
generate
small,
one-
invisible drone moving fast at night.
Okay.
And we still
So
tagged it. So
I'm going to okay, so I'm going to try and now I guess I might as well just go for total control cuz that's the
Yep.
important thing to do. Okay. Try to remember. Can Geist?
oh, there you go. We've got
Full
one
switch?
momentum. So there's
What do
4
you mean?
momentum in the pool right now.
What's that? Oh, so there's no. He only used 2 from the pool.
Oh, so then
So
back
there.
to 5 because
so
he
we're back to
generated
5.
1 from the expert system on the.
Okay. Do you guys think I should use? I might as well. Do you think this seems like a time to use an infinity point since he used one?
Yeah, I'd
Sure.
say so.
Okay. So we'll go down to 3 in the pool.
Remember, you can only roll for that infinity die counts.
No, I know. That's why we're going down to 3. So we have 5. I'm using
Right,
2
right,
from
right.
the
You're
pool.
choosing 2. Sorry, I'm thinking it was 6.
So we're down to 3. So I'll roll 4 dice and then generate 2 successes on top of that from using an infinity die and my infinity points. Spent 1. Okay. And I believe I can reroll a hack, but I don't need to because I got 4 successes plus 2 from the
So
Six.
total of 6.
6
Okay.
success.
You'll get 1 momentum.
Okay, so we're back to moment 4.
You have in fact hacked it.
Okay, so if I have total control.
It's going at a high rate of speed towards the west.
Okay, yeah. So I have complete control of its systems. I want it to continue.
How long?
So-
Here's my question. This is going to be my
Okay.
question. I'm going to ask you now. You have total control of it. What is the distance that you have to that repeater that you still can control through the repeater?
Effectively,
Unlimited. It could go into
Unlimited.
another star system.
Okay, so you can control through that repeater. The repeater can be infinitely away from you, and you have it.
essentially, because of it's quantronically linked.
Okay, so you take control of it. Go ahead.
So I want it. So if it was going to send out any information, I want it to not send out like anything that had us, and I want it to continue flying whatever path it was going to be flying. And at the same time, now that I'm in that system, if it is linked to another system,
Which it would
I
have
want to, which it would have to be, I want to use, I want to essentially, I want to use my, I guess, lockpicker to gain, essentially hack into that system.
Okay.
You can also dump out its map so that you know where.
So, okay, so you've done your action for this combat round.
Yes.
Okay.
So, so with the total control though, gaining control of it, I can immediately prevent it from like sending out our coordinates.
That's fine.
Okay.
But you realize though that once you've taken control of it, I'm just making sure that they have an access to you now, that I can hack you. But once you hack into it, they've lost the signal of the flight path. They now know where you're at anyway.
No. It's I said it's not that they're not. It's losing signal. I said it's just not transmitting any information about us.
No,
So-
I get that, but you realize the second it stops transmitting information, they know exactly where you're at.
No, I'm not getting to stop transmitting information. It's just not like if there's a small blip where the shot hit it and it saw us. That's the blip. So they might notice that there was a small like fraction of a blip where it.
You see what I'm saying though, because you've taken control of the drone that somebody's trying to fly. They no longer can fly said drone. It's not responding to them. They know where you're at.
But he hasn't.
I have control over it, but you can. But with total control, you don't need to seize control away from something.
So you're not doing. So it's doing whatever it wants to do. It's still doing. You're not stopping it
He's
from doing
still
anything.
allowing it to
The
function.
only
normally.
thing, the only
He
thing
has
I'm
the ability to
preventing it from
change that.
doing was sending information, like sending information specifically detailing us. Like it can still be showing, the camera of the trees, but if there was data of like, oh look, there's a guy with a gun that shot me, that doesn't. So if it means that there's maybe a blip where it got hit before I took control, that suddenly there's like that blip doesn't go out. So they might see like a slight, the slight blip that they. But otherwise, the idea is that they don't. I'm not seizing control away because that'd be.
Okay, let me see if I make the difficulty to see if they notice. Okay, so this combat round is essentially over, I assume, unless somebody else wants to do something in this combat.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Drop our momentum one.
Silas, is be right back. Let me know when you're back, Mike.
You just hear me, guys, say, I think I'm in. That's some good coordination, guys.
That was pretty good.
We just had to snipe a plane with a repeater.
Okay.
How much do you guys want me to dig?
Well, I get to go in this combat round too, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought you were saying it was done.
No. I'm saying you guys are done with combat, correct?
Yeah. For
Okay.
this round, I guess.
All right, so we're not at the end of the round yet.
No. I'm saying but your round is done. I'm taking my turn.
Unless James wanted to, through my link, do something.
I'm not going to act at this time.
Okay. Go ahead, Randy. Murder us.
I'm not going to murder you. Murder. That's a horrible thing to say, buddy.
They blow my head up.
I can't blow your head up from where you're at.
Of course you can. I've wired in hacking devices. You can literally blow my head up with a hacker.
They have to get through the plane first. They'd have to take that node.
Oh no, it'd be hard, but he could do.
So let's see here. So you've hacked it. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my dice. I want you to know how giddy I am right now.
Damn it! He predicted our hacking a drone.
Yeah, I didn't predict that. I was set up for something else. I was waiting for you to start hacking shit again. I've been researching hacking for 4 days.
It is a surprisingly deep set of the rules, especially if you use the
My
options
favorite was going into this round. He's like, you
from
can
the
do
Alias and
hacking.
Nomad
You
books.
can do hacking, but it's not going to be super useful. James, you got all your counter systems ready?
I hope so. To be fair, this is the other situation where my Geist is actually better than I am.
So I didn't plan on hacking being that important, so I really didn't I had to literally halfway through the campaign start going into hacking more. So the drone has been rehacked. You no longer have control of it.
I'm pretty sure I can react to that.
Randy, if anyone took an action targeting the drone,
Yep.
then both I and my Geist get automatic
Yeah, so
responses
do I.
to it.
To try and to prevent the breach
Go ahead.
going to it. Because we both can consu, right?
Yeah, I can conchu.
Because for them to regain control, they need to do a breach, which means we can do a counter. Let me just double check.
You can indeed.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
my
it's a
Geist
face-to-face.
has Paranoid level 3, so it gets to roll. It's an entirely separate test.
Okay. Go ahead. Start rolling. Let me know what you guys get.
Okay. Right.
Okay. I am just going to make a straight roll. I am going to roll using Brain Blast.
No, you're going to try and fry the person on the other.
Hell yeah.
All
Uh,
You're assuming that this is coming from a person
okay,
just
so
not
I
on
only get one success.
Okay. That's not gonna do it.
I mean, to be fair, Brain Blast does damage to firewalls anyway.
Yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah.
It's a combat program with bonus effects.
I'm
that
going
hurt.
to use consu, and I will.
The one success will not work.
I'm going to spend a momentum when I use my consu.
Okay.
And re-roll that 18. 6 successes.
Okay, you succeed.
So that prevents the breach effect that would allow it to be taken.
Okay.
You do gain a heat, though, because I needed to use a reaction.
Right. So it's being hacked again?
Okay. My Geist gets a free reaction from Paranoid, which it will take now.
Okay, good.
I will re-roll a 16. Okay. So it has 2, 3. Okay. Yep. So it's going to get 4 successes on this hacking attempt.
Just shy, bud. But if it makes you feel better, I'm burning through heat like a madman right now.
That's fair. I would
Jordan,
understand that.
what would you like to do, bud? Do you get another stop at this?
Well, I can. It would be a second reaction, which would give you more heat.
You should probably make the attempt.
It'd be 2 heat.
2 heat, right? It's 3 total.
Yeah. So I will attempt it.
Okay.
I'm going to use another momentum, though. Try and be safe. He's just going to keep doing this until he takes it back.
Well, he can only do so many X double if it's a single hacker.
It's not.
Nice. I got 5 successes.
That will stop it. Oh. Okay, I'm
Good old-
back up to. Thank you for giving me the heat.
Remember, Konsu just is the program that lets you react. You get to react with another program, which can be an attack.
See, I didn't realize
So
that.
you
Okay.
do damage to their firewall. That's why I was using Brain Blast. Konsu lets you react,
I
and then
thought
you
it
make a test with something else.
Okay, so in that case, I need to do damage first. I'll use. I guess could I tell if it was a? Do you want? I'm going to respond both times. We'll have been responding with total control of whatever their system is trying to get in.
Okay, the system will react to you trying to hack it.
No. That was
He's doing it as a
that
reaction.
was when it was trying to take control of the plane. What he's saying is when I use Konsu to react to prevent it, it's a face-to-face, but I can use another program to do the hack.
Right.
So
I understand.
The two times I stopped it, it was opposing my total control.
Right. And now you're trying to hack the computer that's coming from, correct?
No. So
Yeah,
this isn't.
yeah,
This
but
was
they
when
don't-
I was preventing it.
Yeah.
When the thing I was
Use
essentially
reactions
was a
during our
face-to-face.
reaction, Randy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Okay, no, I see what you're saying. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just roll the damage for the first one, and then I'll roll the damage for the second.
Roll
I
damage.
just didn't realize that was how.
Yeah.
That's my bad. So 2, and then get 6. Else. Okay. Roll up to 4. And so for the first one, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vicious 3, so 9.
Okay.
For the first one,
You're not through, but I gotta look something up really quick.
yep. 9 on the first one, and then the second one, 3 rolls. Terrible roll.
So its
and
firewall is more than.
And the
Mhm.
second
Yeah, it is.
one
Okay.
is for 7 on the second.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm looking something up to see if I can do something.
As soon as he gets 5 through, he does each effect.
No, I know. I'm seeing something really quick. I just need to see something.
Mhm. Also, is anything on the other side making a stealth attempt? Because so bit of a poor fit without. I'm just looking through my system I have. Oh, I should have been using counter.
So total, how much did you have total?
So 9 and then 7.
So 15 total.
Well, you have to subtract the firewall from both.
No, I know. So 9.
That'd be 9 and 6. And 9 and 7 would be 16 total if you were just totaling.
Yeah, I need to figure out what the firewall this thing's going to be. I think the most a firewall can be is a certain number, though.
Firewall, or because the BTS will reduce it, and if I do more than 5 in a go, it does breaches, regardless of how much firewall it has.
Yeah, but I'm looking. This is where Infinity, the rulebook, gets a little wonky, which I don't like.
I'm saying firewall. I should be saying security.
Yeah. No, I know what you're trying to say. I'm looking at something else. The question I have, it's not answered in the rulebook properly. Which I don't like is what I can spend heat on and how much I can spend heat. Because
as much as you have up to.
You can spend it just like it's momentum. So it's for anything, you use it for anything that is a momentum spend, is the starting point.
Right. No. I know it is, but like I can give him a major complication for 4 heat. And I could do that twice. And I could basically kaput this whole thing. That's what I'm looking up.
I think you could use the complications. You could essentially probably make it so like my hacking device is disabled.
Right.
It would take
it is. I could. It's just I'm trying to get a better clarification before I just stop you dead in your tracks. I'm trying to figure out what the fair number is, so that it's not like some small number. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Well,
You
if it helps,
functionally,
you will need to spend to disable 2 different hacking.
No, I know. I'm just looking up what the heat is for. So I'm just making sure that the appropriate number of heat is spent, and then I have to figure out where I'm at with that.
For reference purposes, Randy, the equivalent might be there's a space station mission where for 5 heat the GM can blow somebody out of a breach, and then they're in space.
Yeah.
That's 5 heat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
so
doing that. I'm not doing anything. The book is around 4.
That's a pretty, but
Yeah.
I know that might give you a good sense of how much heat it costs.
That's pretty good. So I'm going to. So you do get the 2 at me. I probably should have done this in the first round. Actually, I am going to do it. Your first one that you're trying to breach with damage, I'm going to spend I'm going to spend 4 heat, and I'm going to just knock you out of the whole. I'm going to knock him out of the program. Your complication is your hacking device goes down.
Which one?
The first program that you're going to do.
So you can either not. So my defensive device has the Konsu, which is what's making it so I'm preventing from taking back the system easily.
Right, that's what I'm hitting. I'm gonna hit your.
My assault programs are the things that are actually causing damage.
Right, but you're going back around the first time I did it. I'm going back to the first time, and I am going to hit your reaction program to knock it out with 4 heat.
Okay.
So when we go to the second round of damage, when you're trying to make that one up to go through, it won't happen because you're not going to react the second time.
No. So the second time I can still react. I can still react, but I can't. I can't just immediately stop your breach from taking over. I can still react to attack.
Right.
So the second one's damage will still go through. It's just I've lost my.
Well, if you lose the Konsu after the first one, the second time I go after it, you wouldn't have it to do it, right?
You'd gain control of.
Randy, he can still react and deal damage to the firewall, but it stops it from being face to face.
Yeah.
Konsu's the thing that lets it be a face to
So you
face to prevent
take
the other hack from working. That's basically how Konsu
Okay.
works.
You take the drone, but you still take the damage in the second shot.
Okay. So when I do the first, here's my question then. So if I hack into it the first time, and you react to it, and I give you the complication that I take away your Konsu, I wouldn't have to hack it the second time because I'm still in it, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So
that's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to get damage off on the first one, but there won't be a second one.
Yeah. So
correct?
So you.
Okay. I'm just saying it probably ignorantly.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. I see what you're saying because you don't need to try and take it.
Right, because I already have it. So you're going to hit me with 9 on the first one. You'll get the momentum back for the first one.
Yeah.
So you hit with 9. The firewall is 4, correct?
Okay, so that's a breach.
That is a breach. So go ahead and do your breach effect.
So my breach effect is total control of the system that just took control back of the.
Okay.
Security.
So I use total control.
Okay.
And that's a special breach effect from total control.
So let's complicate that too.
I'm sorry, I'm causing so many complications.
No, you're not. No, you're not at all. I mean, this is what it's supposed to do. I just had to look up a rule. I wanted to make sure that I was doing it, so I'm going to spend 4 more heat to complicate this. You don't get anything.
Okay.
So
Are you taking down both my? You just wanted to say like you're taking.
I'm taking both of your hackings away from you.
Okay.
I am very low on heat now, so you did something.
Okay, Randy.
Yeah.
I haven't acted yet in this combat round.
Yeah, but your opportunity is passed.
Yeah, this is still Randy's combat round.
Yeah, this is still my part, right? So
no, the players get to act first, and if they don't act, we can interrupt. And again, you can spend heat.
Okay, I'll spend heat again.
You can interrupt us again
just
to have more people act before I do.
Okay, I'm going, so I'll spend the heat to make sure I go. It doesn't. We won't have to have a huge conversation. I'm good with the heat I have. So all this is going to lead to is, do you know what I'm going to do to the little drone?
You're gonna blow up the drone.
The drone blows up. Yeah. It was very anticlimactic. You made me burn heat to blow
That's
up
what
my
I-
own drone.
That's what I was about to do anyway.
So there, I blew it up. We
In the
figured it
brief
out.
time
We
that we
talked
were
it
in
through.
there, did we get any
Mission
information
accomplished.
about
Wait,
where it
you said you didn't want to get any information.
No, I
You
said I
didn't,
didn't.
you didn't have the
give it.
chance.
But that's fine. If we didn't have the chance,
Well, yeah, because you would have, because I would have got to go, right? So yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, this went super quick. That's why I'd been asking James if he wanted to use my breach to get information, but we missed our opportunity.
No,
Uh,
I stopped. I just went. So the drone blows up. You guys, the combat is over.
I
Okay,
suggest we boogie.
So I'm gonna disconnect. The both my hacking devices going down. I'll disconnect them, and then do you want me to need to try and fix them?
You can do that on the go. I'm not going to make you spend time like fiddling with it.
But I'm saying, do you want me to do you need me to make a roll and expend?
No. You're going to, as
or-
long as you guys don't do anything stupid like start walking on the road, you'll be able to fix it as you move.
Okay.
How
Okay,
did,
I'm just asking if you want me to spend repair kit parts.
What are you asking, Greg?
how did his I'm confused. How did his network get breached?
Whose network gets breached?
His. Why is he trying to repair?
I don't know. He has to repair it. I just stopped it from happening. Nothing really
Yeah,
happened to you. I
okay.
just made it.
Oh, I
It just
thought
stopped
you were
working.
saying-
No.
I thought
Your
you-
complication is
Just
it
shut
just
you out of the
stopped.
drone.
Yeah, I just shut you out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not damaging you. That's why I was trying to figure out what a fair number of heat was. That I didn't like. When I was reading the heat rules again really quick. They have like this. It goes from you can throw a complication at somebody
it's one of
to
those
damage.
narrative fingertip
Yeah.
feel things.
Yeah.
But I think 4 heat's about right for that effect. That seems very fair.
Yeah, I didn't want to make sure. I like to make sure that all things are at least like I wouldn't want to say I used a heat. I stopped you. Like that sounds kind of lame to me. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we were having like a equitable amount of heat spend. All right,
No.
so you guys are moving on. You have nothing to repair. Are you guys going to kind of stay on this path on the road?
We're just going to hustle a little for her faster, right? Pretty
Okay.
sure they're on their way.
Are you going to move?
Yeah,
this point, I'm ready
we'll
to
follow.
try to
We'll
engage
continue
the
following
orders.
the road.
So,
Okay.
so they probably have a general. They might be able to have a general idea, but remember, by the time that they realized that there was a breach and then did it and blew up the drone, it had already long passed. Like it was moving pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean this
yeah,
is
Close enough, though.
yeah.
I'd
This is
still
one of
like
those
to-
things that goes right.
Widen that search diameter on them as much as
Yeah.
we can.
Okay.
Okay,
It was a
you
good. It was a good plan, guys. We did good.
So long story short, Randy, we press on.
perfect. Okay,
Until
you
we-
guys.
Until the next drone shows up, and then we try again.
Okay, so you guys.
If we have any more of those around. If we do.
So you
Try it again. Randy will run out of heat eventually.
Randy will run out of here eventually. Okay, you guys keep moving on the road. It's so you guys move all through the night, correct?
Everyone remember, it's now Operation Deprive Randy of Heat. So
Right until I end the session and we come back to finish up and I get my heat back.
The way I'm
No.
rolling today, guys, I can't promise I'm going to deprive them of feet.
And so the new game is Object Randy stall. No. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys keep moving down the road. The road winds. The sun is getting ready to come up again. You guys have moved down this road, off of it, of course, and off site. No more drones have flown over. What would you guys like to do?
I think we need to rest again if we're going to not be taking penalties. To you guys.
I guess we
Well-
should start to find a good place to rest.
Okay. You guys rest. Nothing happens. What time do you guys want to get up in the day?
We were resting during the day.
That's what I'm
moving
saying.
around.
What time do you want to get up? Well, I mean, are you going to rest for 12, 13 hours? I mean, because you have,
When are we going to be back on the road is what he's asking.
yeah, like what time are you guys going to, because I'm not going to keep asking you guys, like, are you guys going to eat? Well, I know you guys are. So just tell me what time you guys want to get up and how much rest you got.
We
Um,
probably what, like
Six,
at least?
a 6-hour rest and then press on.
So does that mean
Okay.
7 hours then? Like, if we want to try and get at least 6 hours of rest each, then we need throw in.
An 8-hour rest gives us each 6 hours, I think.
Okay. Sounds good.
What time of day would you guys like to push on?
Dusk. Do we want to do
Dusk
dusk? Right?
sounds good.
Okay, so you guys are going to just kind of hang out while it's still daylight until dusk?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, you guys find a good place to rest. You waste your 8 hours. You guys push on. At dusk, several hours go in, and you start hearing loud noises in the distance, like trucks moving. You can hear what sounds like air.
Towards us, away from us.
It's away from you. It's not actually. It's moving kind of laterally and away from you, but it's lots of trucks. You hear a lot of noise. I mean, it's very loud where it's coming from. Like it's starting to get, as you keep walking closer, it's getting louder and louder.
We can sort of up our force march in that direction. Maybe we engage them before they run away on us again.
Okay, you guys start getting closer, and
That's my suggestion. I'm not saying we do that.
oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just
Well,
offering
I
that up
certainly
as the
agree.
idea.
The trucks. It doesn't sound like trucks are going. Listen, the sound doesn't sound like it's all going away. This is going away, coming towards. It's just in the distance. It's loud
Sounds like
the whole
it's a
time.
center of activity.
Yes.
So let's head that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are a couple miles away from what the sound would be. What would you guys like to do?
Keep
Climb
going.
the tree, see if we can see anything from the treetop.
Okay. You can definitely, when you guys are getting over at the 2 mile point, you can start seeing things in the distance. You see lights. You see a lot of activity.
Well, I think we found the base.
Where is this in our map of things?
So, like on your map of things, you guys are almost off. You're actually kind of off of it. You've been off the map for quite a little bit now. You're just following this road. Like, so where you're gone. You've moved on. Yeah. You guys have moved on, but you've been following the road as a landmark. So you guys aren't necessarily lost. You know when you've left the map, but it's quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to climb the trees?
I think that's what Orion was doing. to try and
Okay,
get
I'm just
the-
asking if you're doing it because I have a tendency of you guys are talking it out and I start acting on what you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I want to climb the tree so I could observe and map things for people so that for making more intelligent decisions.
Okay, so when you get up there, you see a gigantic base. I mean, this is 5 times the size of what you initially landed at. There is all sorts of activity here. There is watch posts with 2 and 3 guards per watch post. There's lights. There's automated weapons on it. This is a big thing.
PG.
So as I'm relaying this, I'm all, how did no one notice this when they arrived?
Because they controlled the whole place. Remember? This is all set up to lure people in.
Ding ding, ding ding.
That's
We
why
have a
there
witness.
were no satellites up, because they didn't want them up there. And they put this off far enough and put the approach so that you would never fly over it. You'd never see it.
You can see there are multiple gates here. There are lots of trucks going further north, more to the east. Trucks coming in. This is a fully operational. You will see that this Death Star will be fully operational.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think my primary concern, I assume somewhere in there's a way to transmit off planet.
I'm just wondering if maybe there's a shuttle. Maybe we don't have to communicate off planet. We can just get the hell out of Dodge.
My primary concern, though, and my primary thing, the primary goal I think we need to do is trying to get a message off planet to someone.
Wait, this system has a gate to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell are
Yes, it
these
does.
guys that they can afford to control the gate?
We don't know if they control the gate.
Well,
They might not be
it-
controlling transit.
Like,
It's pretty
like
weird that,
the different countries sending people here don't know about this. They're the ones that very likely control the gate. They just think something weird is going on here.
So, question: If I were so, are we picking up quantronic transmissions from this place?
at 2 miles.
I mean,
Chucking a repeater in there.
no, you could try to stick
Pull
it.
it at the side of the base.
You can try to do that. I don't know a ton about hacking, but I could probably tell you the size of this base. You'll run out of momentum before I run out of heat.
Well, if we're just trying to detect that they're using stuff,
You could definitely try to do
So-
that by throwing down a repeater.
Randy, is that basically you saying don't hack this place?
I mean, I there is a program that I've been wanting to run on Jordan, but I have not been that big of an asshole yet.
Yet.
It'll happen. Don't worry. My
Nah,
brain's ready to be exploded.
no, that's a lame way to go. If I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna pop your head like a zit
Internally.
internally
Indeed.
from the inside.
I want the classic sci-fi hacker dying. Essentially, I want the Matrix death for my guy. Just like,
Have you? I don't know. Does anybody watch American Dad?
Deanna's dead.
No.
Never mind. There's a scene where like one of the cartoon characters jumps off of a ladder and gives somebody an elbow drop on the top of their head, and their head like explodes, like goo comes out of their ear, like their head just blows up, and he's like, "Is he gonna be okay?" It's like, no, what? No. Okay, so you guys are about 2 miles out. Orion tells you what he sees. What would you guys like to do?
Okay,
This-
Randy, I would like to try and examine the layout of this new facility and see whether, one, we can see the roads in and out, two, we can see whether there's some sort of landing field, and three, whether or not there's any kind of blind spot that we could use as an approach.
Okay, answer first question. Yes, you can see the roads in and out. They go north and east. You see them pretty well. These are definitely getting to be more established. This is a very established. I'm going to call it a straight up a base. It is not an outpost. This is very well manned. There is a airport or a landing pad for ships, and there is a. Who are my military guys? James, do you have some military too as well, Jason?
Yeah, I have 5 education, which is in
Okay.
strategy and tactics. I've been schooled in this, though no practice.
He appears to Janissary, so he's special forces.
So I'm gonna just assume that
Also
you
medic.
guys take the time that you need to figure this out. No, there's no real blind spots. Not to sneak in. I mean, you could probably you might be able to Teo Camro your way into the base, maybe.
There's also trucks coming and going. We might be able to hijack one or
Mhm.
go onto one on the way in. Tricky.
One last thing, Randy, is there anything on the pad right now?
There is not anything on the pad right now.
No shuttles. No ships. No
However, the sounds that you heard earlier, you definitely heard some sort of a ship take off, so you know that there are ships that do land there.
So would it make sense for me to maybe put a bell round on one of the trucks so that we can see what they have in their network on as the truck drives around?
It's not a bad
Yeah,
idea. If we can get one that's
it's
heading
actually
towards the base.
That's a solid plan.
The trucks are moving. It's kind of what you're seeing is like you see like a truck leave, a truck come back as you're sitting there. It's not like a highway where it's like truck, car, you know what I'm saying? Like you see one leave, you see something come.
I could just wait for one that's going into the base and put a round on it.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys are observing the trucks, there's it's kind of like a cargo type of truck. So
They are
it's a
manned, right? There are drivers. They're not automated
Why do you have to ask the questions?
because it's the good question.
That is actually a really good question. It's automated.
Even better.
Oh, let's try this again, guys.
It is in fact
Why do
automated.
we have visions of Killdozer?
Who's at the top? Are you guys going to check? So like every one of these trucks goes into a depot. It comes into a depot, kind of leaves the depot. Are you guys going to watch the depot to see if you can see what the cargo is or no?
Well, Ryan's up there. The rest of what we're going to do.
Yeah, my thinking is I just initially want to put basically a repeater on one of the trucks and then let our hacker guy go to town on figuring things out.
Yeah, but if they're automated, it's a way for us to hide in the cargo.
Yeah.
The problem is if the drone taught us if the drone taught us anything, the second I take control of one of these trucks, even if I don't do anything to make it diverge, like even if I don't do anything to make it diverge from its normal path or register anything coming in, they'll get a notice and take
Yes,
control.
well, this time you need to make a stealth check so that you can make your attack without being seen and unobserved. Remember, stealth is used in all three modes of combat.
They are in fact, that is true.
And the other thing
I don't know
is
if you're
that-
good at stealth, but that's how you prevent that.
I can use my cyber mask programs first to mask my systems as being like their systems, which I should be able to do, especially now that I've seen the inside of their systems, even for a bit. So I can cyber mask then stealth.
The other thing is, if you've got automated trucks, you do not sit hackers behind driving the trucks. If you're going to do that,
Nope.
you might as well put a pilot in the damn truck.
Mhm.
The drones are a little more thing because you're actively looking for people.
Mm.
The trucks are an automated. It's
That's up to
Yeah.
you. If you guys want me to grab a truck, I'm happy to.
I think that's a way to go in, but I'm also agreeing that with Orion and that it might be handy to just roll a repeater in there first to get a better idea of what's going on. Sort of passively snoop around.
Like what? Send the PO guy in first?
Well, no, we're just going to tag one of the trucks with one of his repeater rounds. And the truck drives into the base, and then you'll be able to sort of remote off that into their system and snoop around a bit.
You're a Janissary, right, Ibir?
Yes.
Okay. How many levels? I mean, you're Spec Ops. This looks weird to you as the fact that they're using. This seems weird that they'd still be using automated trucks. This
tells me that they don't have manpower.
This base there's got a ton of people around. This looks funny. Hold on a second. You guys keep talking. Sorry.
I'm just thinking we should snoop around using start from the truck, but once you're using a repeater on the truck, you can hop to other systems like cameras or whatever is on there.
Snoop their system.
The Valorant is just an easy way to get a repeater inside.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you guys want to do. I am in it.
So what were you saying about
my
weird?
remote or my Geist is saying that this might be a trap. They know we can hack things, so maybe they set the trucks up as bait.
Yeah, let's not hack the truck. Let's just use the repeater to look at other things.
True.
Near the
We could not.
Yeah, I think at this stage, plant a Vel round on the truck. Let the repeater go into their base. Do some stealthy sniffing around the base to see what their network looks like, and then we've got more information, and hopefully haven't tipped our hand.
Yeah,
I think that's a good compromise.
not to mention we might be able to see what's inside the depot that the truck's in out.
So is the idea
which they probably do.
How do we feel about backtracking?
To where?
I don't know. I'm still very concerned about getting information on the planet for.
Look, depending on what we find from this, currently there doesn't look like there's a way for us to get into the base.
Okay, we can do
Depending on
recon.
what we find from sending a repeater in and examining their network, that gives us another layer of reconnaissance. And if it still looks like there's absolutely no way for us to get in without dying, which it looks like at the moment, yeah, maybe we backtrack. We grab the parts from the first radio and re-repair the
The
second
other question
radio.
is,
And let
what the
them
heck
come
are they
to
moving
us.
around? So why are they
Yeah.
bringing stuff here and moving it out to other
Yeah.
places? Like
Like it could be a
That
trap.
also
I do
seems
agree it could be a trap, but clearly
suspicious.
they already had drone trucks moving stuff they already had drone trucks for a reason. So it could be a trap, but also they already had this information.
So while you guys are having while Orion is relaying information, as he's still sitting up top looking at it, I'm going to assume that Orion is surveying with James telling him what to do. Orion is sitting up there. Orion notices at the depot that squads of men are getting into each truck when they leave, and when they get back, the men get off. If you guys watch this cycle, it's kind of like on a clock.
are these the patrols that are going out looking for us?
Every 45 minutes, a group gets on, the same guys get off. So you're seeing, and it's about 10 guys getting in and out of these trucks, and they're all getting in the back.
Cycling around every 45 minutes?
Truck will leave in 45 minutes, and then it comes back later on. But you're seeing guys get off the truck. You can assume that the same guys are getting on, off. It's not, it depends on how long you want to wait.
I'm confused by what that means, but okay.
It could be them just training their robo systems.
So
I think these might be the search patrols that are looking for.
Yeah.
Which means they're not actually shipping stuff out of here. This is a rest point.
We thought they weren't doing patrols at night.
During the day? Oh, that's right. It's nighttime, isn't it? So now I don't know. Now I'm confused.
The military guys would know that if you hacked something successfully, I think all of you would have the military aware that they're probably not going to do that little trick again.
Oh, yeah. Have we not seen or heard any planes?
There's been no drones again since that.
They went back to searching by man by night. And we haven't seen any flares going up, though, have we?
That was them just trying to flush us out.
Yeah. I mean, that your military knowledge would say that is accurate. There is, so you guys have hit this base at night. Every so often you see spotlights kind of go up off of the wall, and they kind of pan around, and they just they'll pop on, pop off, pop on, pop off.
Yeah, they're not trusting their
systems.
Well, drones anymore since we managed to get access to one of them. They blew that one up to stop us from piggybacking.
So, do we want to try tapping into a truck? I won't take control of it because they're going to be waiting for us to take control of it.
I say we just go in.
The only problem. I'm happy going in guns blazing. I'm going in. I'm happy going in guns blazing after we've relayed a message off.
Oh my god, I absolutely love Greg right now. It's just they're all henchmen. Everybody in there is a henchman. It's easy, no big deal.
It'll be a henchman plus Rufus.
That was intended to be taken tongue in cheek.
I know it. That's why I said no. That's why I said that's hilarious. That's why I said that's funny. That's super funny.
So I think the thing to do is I put a repeater on one of the trucks.
Okay.
When it gets in here, you don't hack the truck. You just look at what is available to hack without actually hacking it.
You look for access points.
So my concern is, unlike our stealth repeater, I assume that the bullet repeater is a normal repeater, which means they will be able to detect that repeater, and they can try and counter hack us, and they might be able to defeat James and I's defense system. They were able to short out whatever system my systems last time, even if it was momentarily. They shorted out just enough, long enough that they could take control of the drone. So it's up to you. We can see. Maybe we could, if we do tag one of these trucks, I recommend tagging it when we're further away from the base.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other option is to basically let Orion in and take a look around.
Yeah.
It depends. What are we willing to rely on more? Geo camo and stealth, or our hacker and deployable remote bullet?
Because my understanding would be the deployable remote bullet, I assume, is just an open repeater, right? Like
I would assume
those are things that anyone can, like any decent system will be able to detect.
Yeah,
They'll
it's a,
show up as
it's a
an
short,
access
it's a
point if they're
short-term repeater.
scanning.
Yeah, but even if they find it and they shut it down, you'll still have gotten more information about what's inside the base.
That's true. The biggest danger is that they counter hack us, but if we
Yeah.
go in with guns, we have the danger of them shooting us with guns. Brain exploding from
At
a
least
hacking program and brain exploding from a bullet to the head. There's not much of a difference.
So I say let's just put a bullet on the truck and see what we see, and then we can proceed from there.
Yeah, let's try it. We may
What's the
still end up going to guns, but
If
Okay.
you guys, so as you watch like this unfold and this conversation was going on for a while, you notice that you can probably move a little bit north, stay out of the visuals of everything, and probably follow a northern road. It would be the easiest interception point, and you can kind of follow where these trucks are going to see what they're doing, and then you could always ambush it there. That's what
Yeah.
Orion can see from the treetops.
Yeah, that's
Should we try
fair.
that?
It might be worth figuring out where the trucks are going and what they're doing.
Like, just to give it, I mean,
before we
like,
try
he
and
could
take the
shoot
main
it.
base.
Orion could definitely put himself in a position out of sight from where he's sitting to shoot the truck with a round. The question is would the guys inside the truck hear the round hit it?
well, who knows? I mean, rocks are going to be
Sure.
dinging against these trucks all the time. So
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing at all. Yep.
notice.
I'd say try and shoot at the front of it. Presumably the guys are getting into some sort of compartment in the back. Don't hit the back of it.
And remember, the guys on board may have pans as well, so there's opportunities there.
So
Okay.
what are we doing?
Yeah, let's go.
One last question before we do this. The guys getting in, are they getting in? Do they seem to be wearing heavy armor?
No.
Okay.
They're not our crazy power armored guys from down below.
No, they're not.
They're just
we
increasingly getting
mostly
afraid
built
of equipping anyone with anything. They're learning to fear the hacking device.
Yeah. So we're going to where they're unloading the truck. Got it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So you guys watch a truck. You guys start heading north to the road. It takes several hours before a truck kind of goes by you again, and it just literally just starts driving on the road. It's just kind of going. What would you guys like to do when you see this truck?
So I have a question. If
Mhm.
a pull-out grenade will mark a vehicle, but will it be that noticeable to people inside?
My question.
To our
Yeah.
pan, our
That's why I'm just
combat
asking because I don't know how loud pull-out grenades are.
I would just assume this, and I don't know. I mean, again, everything's in fiction. I would assume that a grenade would have to kind of blow up. There would have to be like at least a little bit of an explosion. I could be completely wrong, and maybe somebody that's seeing
So
somewhere where it doesn't do that. It opens up and things fly off of it.
Does
But-
it have area of
default
effect or
assumption-
anything like that?
The default assumption in the
It's
setting is that you're aware of any states that go onto you. So
Yeah,
if you become marked, they are aware that they have become marked.
Marked.
So,
it's best.
they'll
it's
be
best to
aware
not
that
mark the
something has
vehicle.
happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
they're in
I
a.
won't-
Just
They're
mark the
also
vehicle is probably
yeah.
best.
Well, they're also in an enclosed area. That's why I was saying about the bullet grenade. I know that if they get marked, it is. But I mean, if you're using the grenade to mark the truck, my question would be like, does the grenade make a sound, like a blowing up sound?
Pretty
But yeah.
sure, because I think it is it. I can't remember the details on these things.
Neither I can't. I mean,
Okay.
like, if everybody's in agreement on it, I'm good with it. If you guys say that it's a silent, explosion, then I'm okay with it either way. How I would interpret it, if you said I launched a grenade for it to blow up, even through a grenade, it'd have to blow up and make a sound. And then James is correct as well. If you got lucky enough and it hit a person in the thing, they would become aware that they were marked, and then the jig is up.
Also, them being targeted is like we really just need a repeater on the car.
Yeah, it's unsubtle, so that's.
Yeah.
I guess the thing to do is I have deployable repeaters. I could probably walk up and just stick one to the outside of it as it goes by.
You think you can deploy a repeater onto a moving vehicle?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You can try. We have stealth repeaters. They'd work great for that.
They would, but you're going to have to basically outrun a truck and slap it on the side.
Yeah, because unless these cars are literally unless they stop somewhere.
Well, I can do it as a grenade launcher, but okay, that's fine. Just throwing out options.
Oh, you mean using your pitcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you can pitcher a thing onto a moving vehicle.
I think the difficulty would be a little high.
I mean, in theory, yes, you can, but in practice, it would be very difficult.
And also, the sound of a stealth repeater hitting the vehicle will be probably much louder than your repeater bullet.
Okay, the truck has gone past you guys now.
Dude, tag the damn truck.
I assume we would have decided our plan for what to do with the
Okay,
truck.
that's fine. If you guys are gonna decide before you guys go take the trip, then that's cool. I'm okay with the conversation.
Yeah, I assume that before we embark on the plan,
We've had how many hours waiting for this?
You guys will have several. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So you guys wait for the next truck to go by.
I say we just mark a truck. I think it's best if we mark it on its way back to the base, because the less time for them to notice it before it gets back to the base, the more likely we can.
Okay, so it's 2 hours. You see a truck go past you, and then it's about another 2.5, 3 hours before it comes back towards the base again.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Go ahead, roll it up, Don. Roll it up, Orion. Roll it up.
What's the difficulty?
Yeah, just roll it up, my friend.
Okay.
We have
I'm
2
going
momentum
to-
if you want to use any.
I will use one, and I will get one from I will get a success from Spotbot, and see this.
Does the spot bot give you a success, or does it give you a bonus momentum?
It's a success. They're amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, I was looking at spot bots and tin bots today.
Tin bots are cool.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
There's a really valid character build where you just like control a swarm of remotes, and it's amazing. They're not even that expensive.
Almost like a puppet
You
master.
can go.
I miss my tin bot. It was really good.
The enemy didn't.
Okay, that's. Oh, I see your roll. Sorry. You get a momentum.
Woohoo!
You have marked the truck.
I actually get 2 momentum because the expert one on the rifle.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Did you spend a momentum?
I did.
So
We're
we've got +1
You guys are at
above where we were. So we're at 3.
All right, perfect. You have marked the truck. It goes back. It takes it a little bit to get back to the base. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm going to. So I'm going to be I'm using Cybermask to mask my essentially my presence, so it doesn't look like my presence. If someone notices, is able to cack back through. So I'm going to attempt to mask my essentially digital presence as one of their things.
So they're going to react to you hacking in.
Oh no, this isn't me hacking in yet.
Okay.
This is me setting up my system.
Okay, that's fine.
Before I hack in, so
Sure.
that I'm easier for me to stealth.
Okay.
So we get Cybermask, falsifying identities. I believe I get.
What are you falsifying as?
I'll be trying to mask as. I'm trying to think. What systems have we seen?
Bob from accounting.
Classic.
It's obviously it's Kylo Ren. Obviously, he's Kylo Ren. What is this fucking undercover boss Star Wars edition?
Let me see exactly what I need to do.
Oh my god! I don't want to crack myself up. I'm sorry. That was my own funny joke in my head. It wasn't funny when I said it out loud.
Hello, my name is Bob. I am from the accounting team. I am here to audit your ammunition expenditure.
Okay, so I'm just going to essentially mask my system and trying to use the different experiences I've had being in their systems to mimic it as just a friendly system.
What system would you like to try to do?
The trucks. I'll look like the truck system.
Okay.
Nobody here.
The actual like wording for cybermask is like you can masking yourself as a friend or foe like system. You can just try and mask yourself as one of their systems or masking as a specific like person.
Okay, so you're trying to mask as a system.
I'm essentially I'm masking my digital systems to try and make it look like their system.
Okay.
Like one of their systems.
Okay.
Okay.
Randy, I think the next step that we want to take is to a team analysis check.
There's a what check? I'm sorry, you cut out there, bud.
Sorry, I think we probably want to make a team analysis check to, as the repeater moves through the base, to try and pick up, what we're seeing. If my Geist leads this, everybody gets to participate with their full.
You're ahead of yourself. We haven't even.
No.
Before we do
we
anything.
we don't need to. Yeah, I'm masking my system. We aren't taking control of anything. I think he's right. We are just going to be doing analysis or searching using the repeater to find nodes.
What access points are available?
Yeah,
and that's
we're not actually hacking into any of the systems. We're just looking for access, which in itself can give us a digital mapping of it.
Okay.
Or driving.
Okay. So I'm going to say this now because we're at the time is on this and where we're at. It will probably be a full other session to get you guys done, which is fine. I'm going to probably stop us here when you guys are doing this because when I'm going to tell you what it is. You see lots of access points. This is a very high-tech area. This is a very, 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 very lots of access points. Technology seems to be their thing. They like it a lot.
Weird, given that Rufus seemed to be so anti-technology in his speech.
Any halos being thrown up?
Halos for
like what do they call it? They're Quantronic.
Quantronic halos. Like people have got normal digital information that they're sharing.
Digital Facebook pages that show up in AR.
No, but I think I'm going to mess something up right now because I'm looking at it. I don't know how this works, and I really have to look at how the areas work of hacking because there's a bunch of defensive hacking just inside of the base itself.
There's different ICE programs.
Yes, there's lots of different.
Attributed to various. What are they called? Zones or nodes?
Yeah, it's in zones, and you can stack things. It's weird.
You'll need a map.
I hate the only thing I hate about this game. Some of it is how intricate the hacking gets for certain things, and that's why I was trying to do my best not to hack a ton. But old frickin' Izzy, Jordan the hacker.
I said, should I just not be a hacker? And you said, no, it's fine. You said it won't be a problem.
It wasn't going to be a problem, and then then I'm like, holy shit, hackers are too fucking good sometimes. Which I should have seen coming, which I didn't.
You could have just gone the opposite way and made everything so low tech that it was.
Well, that's why I did make everything so low tech for so long. So this is there is a lot of ports for you. There is halos. It's kind of weird because this is a huge base. I mean, this is miles and miles of base that you guys are looking at. Just
remember that the repeater can only pick up anything within like 30 feet ish, right? It's only
right. You guys literally every time this truck is moving back to the depot, you're picking up a point, you're picking up another point. There's lots of things picking up off of. I'm going to assume that you guys, with this, how you're looking and scanning, like it's picking up people too, if they have the ability to get in, right?
Anyone's got that has a pan running that has their halo up, they would pull in
This
whatever.
is-
Now, they may be running it in privacy mode, but
If this
Right.
base is this big, I
Get some
think this
meetings or
is
something.
where we do backtrack, like we had discussed. This does not seem like something we can actually take like
I'm just
easily.
wondering if something we could sneak around in.
Well, the
I-
question that we really want to see is, do they have a off-planet comm system that maybe we can? Maybe all we need to
But-
do is have
so-
that as a message out.
So we can, but remember what we were talking about before, right? We have a way that we can send a message off planet. It'll just take time, and essentially my thought is I'd rather take more time and safely get a message off than rather than try and infiltrate here to use their system that they're actively using, which could lead us to getting killed before we can get a message off.
Quick
Like
question,
ideally
though.
we don't
How are
die.
we for
Ideally we can take these guys down.
How
but
are we
the
for
most important
food?
thing is getting a message off.
How are we for food? How long can we basically stay out here?
Yeah, my supply, which is basically what you guys have been eating for the
We got a few more at the last base.
last couple of days, is starting to run short.
Yeah, so that's the one issue we have with going for long game. Because even if we get a signal out, we basically tight for how long until
Oh
the
well,
cavalry shows up?
no. My idea would be we get a message out, and then we come back here and try and do what we do at this base. But then when we die doing that, at least we got a message.
Such positive.
Such a positive.
outlook.
Just remember that the initial base wasn't blown like completely. You guys didn't take all the food out of there. That was stored properly. There was things left behind in the very first base that you guys you couldn't carry it all. Remember?
Yeah.
There are resources to go back to be fair.
So food is not an issue. I mean, play the long.
It's just a question of how safe we want to play it in terms of making sure that at least someone knows what's going on.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, there's that is a tempting thing to try, but by the sounds of it, this
I
place
did
is
that last
huge.
I'm happy to Leroy Jenkins a room full of people with power armor, but this is a small city.
So, I don't know. Yeah, this will be fun to do just because I'm closing it out here. All of your geists go crazy in 1 second. I'm not going to type it out because I'd have to type it to everybody. But Perseus is here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Like nearby or like on the like they
As in
saw him.
guys.
Mhm.
Perseus is reaching our guys.
No. I'm
How are
saying
we even getting this message?
it's through your geist. I'm saying
I
that
know,
is your
but our guys aren't connected to anything right now.
Oh
they're
no.
connected to you. Your guys are talking to you guys, right?
Okay.
Are you
Don't they
saying,
have access to this system that you're doing as it's going through and touching each point?
Yeah, you're saying that they picked up
Perseus in
Perseus.
the base.
They picked up Perseus.
Oh,
Your
okay.
geists have picked up Perseus.
Oh no, but if Perseus is
In
here,
the
his very good friend might be here too.
Sure.
We already knew his very good friend was here somewhere.
That's true. I think wasn't Perseus on the list too. Like this is scary news, but it's kind of on
This is
par
actually Perseus. This isn't a looking to be
Oh
specimen.
yeah, Perseus is a rogue myrmidon. I was thinking
Oh,
of
right.
I was thinking Patroclus, not Perseus.
Yeah, Patroclus is what I was thinking too. But you're right. Perseus is with Tunguska.
Huh.
So I
That's
called it. Fucking no.
really interesting.
I think we definitely need to get a message out.
Doing that is just for the Leroy Jenkins people.
For those that very much.
And it literally was like it was, and the only reason I'm doing it is because
Just
I'm
an
sure.
Irmadon. We've got our own already.
Yeah, I was just in case you guys. I was going to make you roll for it to see if you picked him up. But I was like, if one of you's for sure going to do it. I mean, like, you have enough momentum that somebody was going to hit the.
Well, we'd pick up a halo, right? Because
you picked up his halo, but I mean, it's like it's there and then it's gone. Like it's just it was like a brief little blip, but it's you guys are pretty sure it's him.
Okay.
Other little halos that you've picked up. There's no. It's this is where the role playing game is very difficult because like I want to say what it is, but there's not a named character. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard
Did we detect
to do through a halo.
any of the battle nuns from Bakunin?
The observant.
Yeah,
The-
Reverend Morris.
That's the problem is what you do start picking up are God, what's a good description of what you're seeing? Well, they wouldn't have a halo though. They're robotic.
Access point or they might have halos, just to say it's like, what do they call them? They'd have tags.
Yeah,
Tags as in TAG. Tags.
Halos also.
Yeah.
They also act as an ID.
Okay, so as you guys come through the base, like as you get in through, there's two gigantic watchtowers, and then there's like smaller ones off of. You definitely notice that these are a couple of the halos ping at the entrance. They have HMGs. They're fucking specters. That's the best way I can do it right now. I should.
Oh, you're saying like there's some TO guys, is what
you're seeing pings of different things. I'm just trying to tell you what's in the base. This is a nomad base.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Called it. So do we want to call it here, and then over the next week we can decide where we're deciding to go?
Yeah. So this is where we're going to close it down. I just was trying to figure out a way to tell you what this actually is.
I'll give you a real simple way. We pick up an arachnode.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's even better. So
we see halos that we think might indicate nomad military personnel, and we detected an arachne node, and now we're pretty sure this is a nomad base. Woohoo!
Yeah, this is going to be nomad for you guys. So yeah, we can stop here.
Background music. Flying species. The yellow flying cock. The use of these human works of music is granted under the current Creative Commons license terms and agreements. From the freemusicarchive.org from the artists as listed. Thank you.